Welcome to 2K Sports Annual Noche NBA presentation. We're excited to bring you this celebratory fusion of basketball and Latin culture. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Allie LaForce covering us courtside. As we near the postseason, let's see where the West is shaken out. Looking at the Lakers, right now they rank third in the conference, aiming for a high seed in the postseason. And of course, there's the Warriors. They're in 10th place.
When I look at the Lakers, they're so focused on holding their ground now in the last month of the season. And of course, missing the play-in tourney means extra time to rest. They know how crucial that is for the playoffs.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. They've got Stephen Curry. He's out there with DeAnthony Melton. Moses Moody out there with Green. And it's Santos in at power forward. And for the Lakers, Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. James is out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best. And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Going on the attack, Luka doesn't give them a chance to get between him and the rim.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. Last time they met was in the Bay Area.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, and the bottom line is they just had too many unfavorable matchups. They could never find a lineup that worked.
No doubt. Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. This is why teams often choose to double. Him the moment he crosses half court.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. That shot wide open.
Well, it's early, but I love their offensive game plan to this point.
The Lakers have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Doncic. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Oh my, tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
And again, it's Golden State.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
A nice shot by Doncic.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Moody's got 5 now.
Yeah, you can tell Curry knows the angles, smartly setting up another guy.
.54 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Doncic, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
And the shot goes in.
And good things tend to happen when you run your offense through Steph.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. From deep, here's Doncic. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Can you believe him so far? 6 for 6.
The Warriors have gone a perfect 7 for 7. From deep, Melton. And the Warriors with another 3.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
And it gives the defense a lot more to think about.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation. Some changes for Los Angeles. Hayes is checked in for Ayton. Hachimura comes in for James. Larabia's subbed in for Reeves. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski comes in for Melton. Now here's Larabia. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Both teams are hot. This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
A shoot-first guard who also is selfless, Curry continues to add to his resume.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to. Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
With 1 on the clock. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for Los Angeles, absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. Back to the game after this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
They've got Jake LaRavia. Rui Hachimura is out there with Hayes. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Kennard in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Tim, it was pretty unique to hear the Warriors vets say they don't want a team to mortgage the future trying to chase one more ring.
Really shows you the selflessness of this group. Here you've got Steph Curry, a top 10 player in league history, who maybe would want one because there's no time like the present.
Thinking more like a GM than he is a star player.
Smart. Keep that cupboard stocked.
Sinks it. What range from downtown. Reeves has got 5 points now in the quarter. Warriors trail by 3. From deep, it's Hayes with the rebound. A deep 3. The shot by Reeves, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
We know Porzingis has range, but wow, that's a tough shot.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Marcus Smart comes in for LaRavia, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Kennard. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Doncic. Oh, Luka, like a bull in there. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Maybe a little false confidence there. Not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, maybe overly confident right there. And if I were him, I would not be making eye contact with my coach.
From deep, Melton drills it from deep. Melton's got his third bucket of the night.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Yeah, that shot's not going to make his teammates or coaches happy.
Well, the three-point shot is not exactly in his wheelhouse. You wonder what was going through his head.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Warriors trail by 7. Porzingis for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game. The Lakers have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. They get it back. Second shot opportunity, and Hayes lays it in. Hayes has got 7 points in the game.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the free ball.
Moody from outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
From deep, here's Doncic. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
Well, a couple made threes in the first quarter, and he's not slowing down after drilling another one.
And that one's good. Green.
Yeah, you can see the competitive fire right there by Draymond Green. He wanted to come right back at him with a 3 of his own. Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
And there's Green on the assist from Curry. Curry's got 8 assists here tonight. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
I love it. Nice activity defensively. Getting in there to disrupt the pass.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Los Angeles leading by 4. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Come on. They're measuring up the shot. Give it up for the participants.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
They're getting bullied on the defensive end, but they're still standing. That says something.
Yeah, giving up so many easy buckets. How are they going to still win this game?
And now, how about a peek at the Western Conference standings as the playoffs come into focus?
Well, I think for the Warriors, a month left in the season. We still don't get to know where they land. Playoffs, play-in, or Cancun. A lot of options on the table.
Man, I know which they prefer, but it's going to take some good play down the stretch to get it done.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, this team has trusted him with this level of responsibility, and it's easy to see why.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. DeAnthony Melton out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Moses Moody, then it's Green, and it's Santos in at the power forward position. Warriors trail by 4. Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
And the basket by Curry.
Yeah, at this point, we're shocked if Steph even misses one of those.
And here's Doncic outside. Oh, that was pure. He's got another one. Now 10 for 12.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard. And that brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
Here's Doncic, and Doncic with the jam.
And their offense tonight is Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
A shot from the high post. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Melton's got 10 points.
They're on fire to start this quarter, and with each basket, their confidence grows.
Smart with the bucket.
You rarely see Smart operate in the mid-range, but he just takes what the defense gives him on that possession.
Curry with it. Now Doncic defending. Oh, a strong finish from Curry.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home.
Using that change of pace off the dribble, Doncic gets the shots he wants.
Curry. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Here's Reeves. Again, the Lakers.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Green able to hit from three.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Doncic, and the layup is good off the glass. Doncic has got 9 points now in the second half.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Pure from three-point range.
Defending Curry, you just never know when he's going to pull up off the dribble. He keeps you guessing.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Yep, that one goes. Doncic has got 32 points in the game.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Good on the shot.
Well, if he gets this hot, it's very difficult to contain him. There are just so many ways Curry can beat you offensively.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And Smart nails the triple.
Oh, the range of Marcus Smart. Able to strike from beyond the arc.
Here's Curry. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Curry's got 12 now in this quarter. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's been an offensive force, now with over 30 points after the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Get a couple stops, we get a couple runouts, we get into our flow, all right? Keep the ball moving, keep the intensity.
Steve Kerr asking his guys to keep the pace up, play unselfishly, basically be yourself.
He knows what his team is capable of. Just looking for a couple of plays to really get into a nice, sustainable groove here.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. Marcus Smart out there with James. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Doncic. Steady play from Doncic against contact.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They're picking all the low-hanging fruit. Defenses these days want to concede the mid-range, and they're happy to take it.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
And Doncic, here we go, flushes it down with both hands.
How about the dunk off the drive? Doncic, terrific at navigating his way inside.
No stopping him from 16 feet out.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Yes, sir!
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through in the clutch.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Ooh, the shot misses.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Well, I've seen some crazy things, and that is right up there.
And Green's teammates encourage him to take the mid-range J because it keeps the defense on their toes.
Yes, sir! Count it!
Just a bad time for a defensive breakdown, and he really took advantage.
And at this stage of the game, you've got to take that. If the mid-range jumper is there, go ahead and knock it down.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
Oh, Curry takes the contact and hits it anyway.
He's just a natural-born leader. This team counts on Curry to take over in exactly these spots.
And the basket is good.
And from the moment he stepped into the league, Luka's been a big-time player.
Curry fires. Oh, Curry stretching the limits. Wow, what a shot.
And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do.
Doncic. And yes, sir. Matching three-pointers. Wow.
Well, that lead didn't last long. Right back to even. What an answer.
He just drills it from way back.
Incredible. He will hit that from another time zone.
Lakers trail by 3. Doncic. Oh, another one falls. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Here's Curry. From long range. Oh, the shot is off. 51 seconds left in the game. Ayton fires. The three is in.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Oh, so much on the line here.
And the crowd is locked in.
LeBron. Doncic outside. The long three. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Well, you knew it would be Curry in crunch time. Everybody understood Curry was going to get the basketball right there.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Doncic. Yet another bucket.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Golden State calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. Returning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
That'll be a 5-second call. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Los Angeles.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. And the Warriors call time here. 17 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, you're going to have to play this out. Take pride in every possession because they are critical at this point.
Curry fires. Yes, sir, with the three. Here are the Lakers with the ball. And an intentional foul right there. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there. For 3. Buries it from outside.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Second personal foul. Fifth team foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
Yeah, to tie it up, absolutely. Let's see what they run here. Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Doncic! Oh, the shot is good! Oh, and it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close.
The previous play is under review.
We'll review this one. Let's see what happens here. It'll be on to overtime if the original ruling of no basket is confirmed.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And they will count it. After checking out the replay, they rule that the shot was off in time.
Just an amazing finish. And thankfully, replay gives the officials a break on what would have been a terrible missed call.
So it's a narrow victory for the Lakers, pulling it out for the W. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Luka Doncic.